You did perfect, babe. Dude, this is a good jam, though. I'm happy with this one.
Yeah, it's very, very jammy.
I think
I'd say that's some strawberry jam.
It's exciting. Strawberry. You know, for my jam band playlist, I have a little strawberry as the emoji.
I'm clever, more clever than I look.
What? Yeah, no, whatever you were going to say. Let's just move on. So I have little emojis after all of my playlists on Spotify.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Follow them, guys. They're good.
No. You like them?
I like them.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that they're cool. Like for the metal one, I've got like a little bolt, for like the
I think they're
folk
cute.
punk one. It's like a raccoon. Yeah. No, they all seem like little emojis that like when I'm scrolling through, if I don't have enough time to like look at what the words are, I can find, yeah.
Well,
the hip hop one is a little bunny.
what's the indie alternative one? I think it's like a lightning bolt or something.
Yeah, and that one doesn't really make too much sense, but
no.
It is what it is.
It does. It is.
All right. Well, hey, welcome to Permanently Engaged. Thank you for coming
Unengaged.
down. Oh, yeah. Permanently unengaged. I fuck that up sometimes.
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet, guys.
Yeah, we'll change it someday. Who knows? But maybe we'll do a podcast for it the day I propose to you. But then we'll be permanently engaged, never married, in parentheses. But for now, we're permanently unengaged.
Yep.
So welcome. And Laura, thank you for being here on a Wednesday night. We're at what, 9:30?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Not almost on the dot.
In amidst springtime.
Yep. I'm peeling right now. I'm kind of itchy.
Yeah, well, you've spent a lot of time outside mowing and doing yard work and shit like that.
Reading outside. It's just so beautiful here. I like it in Denver.
Yeah. Well, what did we do today? I got home and we just fucking packed up some beers and went out to a park. Yeah. And I mean, what did we do yesterday? I got home, I waited for you, and then once you got here, we went to a fucking outdoor beer garden. It's springtime.
It's definitely the time to spend outside, and I never felt that way in Florida. So that's why I wanted to move somewhere more. It
has seasons and all that.
Temperate.
Shit.
It's like not blistering. It's beautiful.
Yeah, well, it's nice to be outside.
It's nice. Yeah,
you kind of want to sit in the sun a little bit.
I didn't mind. Yeah, you want to be in the sun because like it can be a little chilly sometimes with the wind.
I love it that you can also wear, like, you see people constantly wearing jackets and shorts. It's not that cold.
No.
And it's warm enough to where like you can be outside doing shit again, man. I'm so excited.
That's also just like everybody's so stoked because like everything's starting to be more normal.
Oh, I know. Everything's opening back up. People feel comfortable.
People are happy and excited and going to shows.
Springtime, dude. I mean,
I want to go to
the
movie at the park. That sounds like so much fun.
Everyone's getting into relationships.
I know. Everybody in our house is like taken at the moment.
I know. We're all hitched.
Yeah. It's kind of weird now.
Well, I think I think that everybody's just excited. There's love in the fucking air, man.
It's exciting.
There's something
to be
about
free
springtime.
Almost. It's a good timing as far as it being spring and everything's new and fresh and everybody wants to go outside again because we've been stuck inside because of winter, and then it was a long winter because of COVID.
Yeah, COVID was one long winter.
It was like that winter didn't end until this year,
dude. What's crazy
it got
is
hot
like,
for sure.
Last March we were like, wow, sounds like April's gonna be a scratch. And turns out we were talking about April 2021. Like, it went so much further. We at one point said we'll be locked down for, 3 weeks? Like, at one point we said everybody just...
I mean, I can recall Brian saying, like, we're probably going to be in this for a year at least.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like from the beginning Brian was saying that, so...
No, and we were looking forward to this summer. We predicted that, like, the winter, it would be another rise. It was going to be harsh because people couldn't do outdoor dining. People couldn't, like, hang out outside with their family and all those things. Everything had to be done inside. And so, like, now with summer here, oh, my God. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
the numbers are doing so much better. We're just coming around the corner, and I'm not saying.
And I just really want to like explore Denver in that.
Oh, I know.
In that more alive world, like
Things
it just
were really
felt
halted.
so. Yeah, it felt like we were getting there, and I know that like now we've got like more friends in the area, and we definitely have more people to go hang out with. But like, I do want to like. I don't know, maybe go play kickball or badminton.
Dude, I was just thinking the same thing because we were talking about that earlier. Yeah. I think that we could ask enough people that we know, whether I ask like comics, people at my job, people.
I might be able to get dancers to do it.
Yeah, we just get a few friends to come around
Whoever's
and
interested.
Play a game of fucking kickball. Do we do like boys versus girls? That would be a slaughter.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, sorry, ladies. But I definitely think that we should do skins versus shirts.
No.
All right, I don't need to divide the teams just yet. But I do think that old versus young.
No, that's also a slaughter.
What team do you think you would be put on? On old versus young.
It depends on who's at this game.
That's true. Let's invite Mason. Let's get on the young team.
Oh, that would be fun though. I'm sure Mason would be down. I'm sure Brian would be down. I'm sure Christian would be down.
Absolutely.
I'm even sure like Alexa would play, and
that would be tight.
Yeah, I'm sure like we could get plenty of people.
We just got to plan it out in advance.
I bet my friend Amanda would play.
Dude, and we can even like...
Her boyfriend might play.
Like bring a little grill or something like that.
Yeah, make a whole... I mean, like what those people were doing today. Like I was jealous. They were playing softball, just so you guys know.
Yeah, but...
And they were having a game and, drinking beer and...
We could do the elementary version of this.
Yeah. Just find an open field. We don't need the scoreboard.
Yeah, no, but it would be fun. I think that there's plenty of baseball fields that are open in the rec centers and shit. Yeah, dude. Let's get a kickball game going.
I think maybe we should just look into like if like the fields are booked or something.
Slaughterhouse kickball league.
Ugh. I'm choking myself right now.
Yeah, your headphones just slipped off. Yeah. You okay?
I'm
taking off your earrings?
Yeah, I'm taking off my earrings.
You about to fight somebody?
Yeah, I hold my earrings.
Hold my earrings.
They're honestly very sharp. I can't sleep with those guys on.
Oh, I know. I had the little triangle ones.
Oh, yeah.
Because, my shape and all.
I have to take my earrings out when I go to sleep. Yeah. I used to sleep with them in, but I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't have a lot of, like, small earrings. I have a lot of, like, danglies.
I know what you're getting for your birthday.
I like that.
I don't care. I don't know. Whatever. I'll just go to Target and just, like walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, my girlfriend wants small earrings."
Yeah, I mean, those ones are good too, just because like I wouldn't mind losing them.
Oh, true. Some disposables.
Yeah.
Like I want to have with sunglasses.
Yes.
I think it would be cool. What if you ordered sunglasses in pairs of 5?
I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I mean that. Duh. Yeah, that does kind of make sense. Somebody already offers that.
Honestly, you could probably get them in like really big bulk because like, like that one particular pair. What are those called? They're like Ray-Bans.
Yeah.
But like
you just get the different colors and shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's like packs so for like people to like print shit on, like on the
custom ones.
The handles.
Yeah, I've seen those for like bachelorette parties. Those are kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, they're everywhere.
Or businesses.
I mean,
or
we were handed them in Boston, weren't we?
For sure, for some kind of like medical marijuana initiative.
Well,
why don't we make some for the Slaughterhouse? We'll make some Slaughterhouse Studios sunglasses.
Yeah, we could use Sharpie.
Yeah, we can just write on it with a Sharpie like I do everything else.
Yep.
I'm pretty bummed about the rains next week. During the week it's been perfect while I'm working my 9 to 5, and like literally these past 2 or 3 days have been pretty stellar, and we've been spending time outside when I get home from work. But I'm not excited to oh god, we're getting distracted by the cat. Yeah, I'm not excited for the rains that are coming. Last weekend I wanted to go out even though there was tornado warnings.
Yeah, I know, that scared me.
It was storming like pretty bad. Not terrible.
It wasn't like it was raining. It was just very, very windy.
Yeah, and you could tell something was a brewing.
Yeah.
And there was like 9 tornadoes the day before.
Yeah, the day before there were 9. And one was not that far. It was like
right outside of Denver,
a little further outside of Aurora. So it was definitely like more in the plains. But yeah. There were definitely tornadoes.
I know. And the next day I was like, babe, I don't give a fuck. We're going skateboarding.
And I was like, just take me closer to the mountains. Safer in that direction.
And that's what we did.
Yeah, it's true. We definitely went. And it was still pretty windy.
It was very windy out there. It was windy enough to where I got nervous for sure. What did you think of that spot though? That was so cool. It was just like.
It was very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So like some kind of art company out here in Denver built this. It's supposed to look like a skate park. Wow. It's supposed to look like a skate park, but it's not.
It's kind of miniaturized, but it like also looks like almost like
it was like the skate park had melted and like it got caught on layers, and like it reminded me of one of those ball games where you like go into an arcade and you have to shift a ball up the different rankings, you know, up the different levels. It's usually like a skiing one or something like that. You go back and forth and back and forth.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The way that was ribbed is a lot like what this was like, but like it was a skate park version of it. Supposedly it was made for kids to play on, and it was supposed to mimic a skate park, so kids could like run around and climb on the top of it and jump down and all that shit and act like they're skateboarding. But
it created an interesting skate spot.
Yeah, so now skaters are just going to take over it, put wax all over it.
Yeah, and there was also like a pool attached kind of to it.
Yeah.
Like there was like, it was a little weird. They put like also like a volleyball net in the middle of the kind of skate thing.
Yeah.
Which is stupid because sand and skate parks. But anyway, they also had a pool, and it was like made out of an old storage container.
Yeah, and they
put on a shipping container, and they like repurposed it. Yeah, but it was definitely leaking. I noticed. I don't know a lot or a little, but whatever. But yeah, it was interesting.
It literally had opened
like
up the day before we went there.
Yeah, it was definitely like a grand new opening almost.
Yeah, and dudes were out there ripping, doing like crazy blunt fakies on top of tall quarter pipes. But none of it was a real quarter pipe. That's what's crazy about it. It reminded me of the turtle chocolate that you put on ice cream. You know how like it just melts on it and then holds its figure?
Sure.
That's what the concrete reminded me of.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was very abstract. But
definitely.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was like
it's
if
very
an abstract artist made a skate park.
Yeah. Yeah. Or somebody on acid.
Yeah.
I did enjoy last night when we were at the beer garden. You helped me write some jokes.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sweet of you. I love it when you do that. I literally will give you credit on stage. I'll say, fucking, my girlfriend wrote that tag. My girlfriend helped me write this concept.
I think it builds my cred with the comedians. Other comics, yeah.
Well, I also think that, like,
I'm not just
it shows a place from honesty, because when I'm joking about you, none of my jokes are offensive. All of them are, like, at least
and I'd say they're
like based in a
definitely
place of reality.
Approved by me.
Because half of them are written by you. Like, I wouldn't want to go up there and do... There are guys that I'm sure do jokes and material that their girlfriends aren't proud of.
There's definitely one comic that I was like... and he doesn't do super well.
Yeah, I listened to a guy say there's no jokes that you can do from a good relationship. There's nothing... There's no material that comes from a good relationship. And then I went up after him and did... For me, well, with all jokes about how I love you and how I have this great relationship where, like, you're super supportive. I have, like, 4 jokes off of you being supportive.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah, no. I think that, like, and then I think that you showing interest in it and helping me write the jokes, sometimes you come up with something that I never would have thought of. Like last night. I wanted to write something about authors being distracted with their alcoholism. You know, like classic authors being distracted with... I thought it was funny that they killed themselves with alcoholism and they didn't write more. And, like, that's not funny. No. You literally said, "Where's the joke?" And then you were like, "But there is kind of something funny about the editor, like the guy who transcribes the writings.
That has to read what he wrote that night.
Yeah, and write it like legibly. See, that's the funny fucking thing, and I would not have thought of that without you. So yeah, no. Sometimes you.
It's a little bit like fresh eyes, though, too. Like knowing there's something funny about something, and then finding what that is.
Yeah.
Like there's something funny about it,
and everybody finds something else kind of funny. So
sure.
the more people you bounce things off of, I think the more like broader of a net you can really get. Like, you guys help me know, like, sometimes that reference is not going to work because I have no clue what that is. And I'm at least somewhat of a normal person.
Yeah, like, you can definitely...
Because I'll do deep random references that nobody... I mean, sometimes that is fun to do. Like, I do little your mom's house references on stage.
Yeah, but I mean... A lot of those people probably know your mom's house.
Not once. I've never had a single comedian I don't think a lot of comedians focus on other people's stuff, which makes sense. It allows them to focus on their own material and stay headstrong on what they're doing and focused, but like...
I mean...
And not stealing.
But if you asked Bill Burr, like, are you up with the comics? Like...
The way I look at it is it's literally like sitting in on a conversation with the best comics of today, and it's so...
I mean, it's such a gift to gain insight.
Well, yeah, what if those comics had gotten that when, like, George... George Carlin was coming up with his materials and doing his stuff and doing tours, or, like, Sam Kinison on a fucking podcast, the guy that like would come out and he would just scream at the audience, "Oh my fucking God!" Like, that's what he would do, and like that energy makes you laugh because you're almost on edge. And like the stories of him like doing cocaine and crazy, yeah, like all Richard Pryor on a podcast, Robin Williams. Like, I'm sure he got to do a few in his later past, but like if he could have had a character podcast where each episode he got to come up with a different character, and like you don't know what the Williams podcast is going to be next, like. I think that this kind of thing, and like...
I mean, it's new, for sure.
It's new, but it also is like an advantage. It is an awesome tool, and it's like a gift. I love it.
I mean, it's in the way that, like, I mean, I appreciate dancers who know their background.
It's tight that Instagram exists for dancing. Like, you can...
Oh, yeah.
You could probably launch a career on just a few videos that go viral.
Yeah, I need to make some videos of my own. I just need to do it.
I think what we should do is write out some places, and then, you know, Brian wants to film. I think that if we just like asked him, like, set aside a day that he even had off or something like that, and we pick a place.
If I had a deadline, I'm more likely to finish something too.
Yeah, we'll fucking set something up.
Yeah, if there's a date to
write it down. Write it
down. Right now?
Yeah, write it down on your notepad. I got you a notepad. Use it. Even if it's just for reminders for later. Yeah, you do the joke punch-ups. I love that, and I love how you find things for me.
Find them?
Yeah.
Like literally looking for something for you?
Yeah, when I can't find something.
And I hate that when I ask for something, you're like, oh, fucking no.
I don't know, but I'm being honest and upfront that I don't know where it is. And then I get up and I start looking with you, but when I ask you to find something... I'm
narrowing my eyes at him.
When I ask you to find something,
I find it within like 5 seconds.
And you're so good at it. You're so good. It's like you keep track of my things somehow. Like, I'll set something down and you're like, Evan's wallet is in the bathroom. Don't forget that, because Evan's going to ask me in 20 minutes where my wallet is.
I think sometimes I do take note if I do see something somewhere. I see it.
Yeah, dude. I love it. You're the seeker. It also makes me feel like...
I search low and high.
I love that you
Wow, is this an I Love Laura session? I like it.
A little bit. There's lots of benefits. I should go over them, you know. They're like in a bulletin list, but these are just two big ones. A, you help me with the jokes. B, you're the seeker. Yeah. It is pretty cool. I love that about you. I don't think...
And you're the joker.
Sometimes when I can't find something, even if like it's been like 5-10 minutes and I think I know where it is, I can call you and you'll start looking for me. And when you tell me you found it, oh my God.
I mean, I do it for Christian too.
I know.
Whenever he's worried about his ring, he's like, I don't know where it is. I'm like,
yeah, we did it for the house key for Alexa the other night.
Yeah, I wonder if she found it. I hope she found it.
Well, she's in her home. I assume so.
I mean, there's other people that live with her.
Yeah, somebody could have let her in. Yeah, no, we never found it. That's for sure. You didn't seek that one very well.
Well, it could not have been here then. I would have found it.
I want to tell the story of the guy getting fired at work.
Sure.
Yeah, because I think it was a wild experience.
Just name no names.
For sure. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Privacy, but I feel like that's not
vent about it.
It's not. Yeah, I got to vent about it, and it's not a normal experience. Like I don't feel like you normal. I was raised in the South, and I never saw anything like this. Like it was one of the most racist things I had ever seen, and so like I even stepped up.
I'm ashamed to have met this person.
Well, that's the thing is like he's not an aggressive guy. He's not. I think that he's an edgelord. I think that he was doing racist things to try to get like a reaction. Not cool, but like very shock jockey.
I scared the cat with that noise.
Dude, Noelle has sat in on almost every podcast. She hasn't done one with me yet, though. I really want her to sit down and let me give her a full interview.
She's such a weirdie. She doesn't like to she just wants to be in the same room as someone. She's not necessarily...
wouldn't want to be in the room with the racist.
No.
The shock jock.
Yeah.
No, so, okay, so all week, right, on Monday, he had accused everybody of stealing his headphones. Like, literally went up to every single person and said, I know you stole my fucking headphones, which makes no sense because he did it to everybody. So he clearly doesn't know. And he, accused everyone of stealing the headphones, and then he left in a fury because he started cursing out the manager. And we were like, that was fucking insane. Like, what is he going to quit now? That was wild. And he got his job barely back.
Yeah,
we just assumed. Yeah, he said he was going to come in and apologize, going to make everything better. He was just in a bad mood that day. So he comes in, it's not 2 days later. Oh my God, that was amazing. I love you.
I love you.
So 2 days later, he's in there calling everyone the F word. Right? Like, not fucker, you know? Not floozies either. But, just calling everybody the F word, and it wasn't getting the reaction he wanted. So then he starts slipping slowly into the N word, dropping very soft A's, whispering it under his breath. And one of the employees, who's mixed, goes, "What did you say?" And he goes, "Oh, it's just a word, I said." And then he dropped it as hard as he could. And not a soft A that time. Like, hard R. And, everybody kind of stopped for a second. And he was like, "What? It's just a word." And I was like, "No, it's not." Because everybody's kind of astonished. And I had to answer him, "No, it's not." Because clearly he was looking for an answer. And so I fucking, he repeated it 4 times in a row then. And then just kept saying, "It's just a word. It's just a," oh my God, the cat got something.
It's a rubber band.
Oh, okay. She's just playing with a rubber band.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he repeated it 4 or 5 times. And I just said, "Brandon, shut the fuck up, dude. Nobody wants to hear that. Can you shut the fuck up?" And I think that's what he wanted. Like, he wanted to get a reaction. He needed somebody to tell him, like, you're doing something wrong.
And you know what? Him looking for reaction got the biggest reaction of all.
Yeah, so, well, everybody kind of got quiet, right? And then didn't say anything for the rest of the day. And then once he left, I went up to the manager, and we were like, we're talking to the owner today. So we went to the owner, and we're like, we're getting this guy the fuck out of here. He's literally harassing everybody. He's using the N-word openly to everybody.
And I mean, even just like you said on that Monday, like he was harassing.
Yeah, yelling people at everybody then and trying to fight people. And yeah, so yes, the cat is being very distracting, Laura. Yeah, so yeah, he pissed me off. And I had never,
never mind.
It was a bummer to hear somebody be so ignorant. Like, I was like, how could you not understand what you're doing right now? How could you know what you are doing, but you don't understand the gravity? And so I literally, it got to the, I felt like he had to lose his job. And he totally did.
I mean, he did.
Yeah, the owner was like, you guys should have told me this way earlier. I wish I could have fired him on this, like, while he was still here. Like, right. I'm texting him in like 10 minutes. Don't show up on Monday. And it was the right thing to do because we have like five or six mixed or, minority people of one way or another. Like, everybody's kind of got a diverse past. He calls the like Hispanic dude like slurs all the time. He just holds nothing back.
Clearly a problem.
And I don't feel like I like we did the right thing by firing him. I just felt like it was what we had to do.
I mean,
like, it wasn't like
he's got to learn a lesson.
I don't think he learned anything. Is what's disappointing. Is I think he's probably gonna call us slurs, even though, like,
sure. But maybe at his next job, he won't use them in the workplace.
God, I hope not, dude.
I mean,
because he just needs a friend.
Or he's gonna lose another job.
He needs someone. He needs someone to show him love, and that you can't be lashing out at everybody all the time. So fuck him. And I'm tired. I couldn't deal with it anymore. He was just abusive to everybody in the warehouse.
Yeah, that's not fair to other people working.
Yeah, so a little bit of justice was served, and I felt a little good. I did feel bad at first, but then I thought a lot about it, and I was like, no, I feel kind of good. Like, I didn't want that around me. I didn't want to hear it. So we got it out. So yeah, that was awesome, I guess. That was just what happened in my week. That was the most, like, exciting thing that had happened recently.
That is exciting.
I guess, yeah. It was something I had never seen in the South. In my 21 years down there, I had never seen anything like that. Just somebody openly using the N-word as much as they could.
My workplace news is better.
Yeah, what's going on in the dance world of Laura? Dance world with Laura. The dance world with Laura.
So, let's put that singing to a stop. No, my boss got the PPP loan, and so that means I'm going back to work, basically. And then the other job,
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, too.
Me, too.
Time to be a fucking useful human again.
Yeah. Get to work. And then I'm also doing more at my new job, which I'm enjoying very much. Feel a little nervous about the recital, which is in 3 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, well, you jumped in a little late. You had to teach the kids. They let somebody go, and then you came in to teach them a whole new dance.
Yeah, and like there was definitely some transition
it's like a Disney
period.
Movie.
Sure, yeah.
Are they a ragtag team of kids?
Aren't they always?
Yeah, seriously.
No, they're definitely
You've said they're really good.
They're pretty good, yeah.
They're good listeners. Now that you kind of cracked the whip on them.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you get a new teacher, you kind of test your boundaries. It's like having a substitute. And they were being bad for a couple of weeks, and this week I feel like
they've turned around.
I think they're just starting to get to know me better and like me better and
respecting you.
Yeah, respecting me. And
dude, you had to earn their respect. You had to fucking like alpha
puff
dog
up.
them.
I had to puff.
That's fucking tight, dude.
Yeah.
And you put them in their place. You're
sure.
like a bully.
I had to be a little mean to a girl the other day just because she was crying for no reason. And
in your opinion or in her opinion?
She didn't get, okay, she was not doing the right thing. She was laying on her stomach. She should have been on her feet about, like, gonna do popcorn, basically. So, like, they're in a little ball and they pop up.
Totally.
And they were gonna know when to pop up when they get their head touched. But she didn't get her head touched because she was laying on her stomach, so the girl couldn't touch her head. And she's like, "You didn't touch my head." And I was like, "You weren't in the right position."
God, dance.
And so she just started crying, and then I just ignored her.
Oh my God. Sometimes that works, huh? Did it?
It did, because the next time she did it right. And she got her head touched, and she did the whole dance perfect, and she got a sticker, you know?
Damn, look at you. You're going to be #1 mom, dude.
Well, I mean, that was honestly, like, one of the first things I learned. Like, one of the first times I babysat by myself, I remember the kid was crying in the bedroom, and I kept going in there. And so it kept crying, being awake.
Yeah.
Like, it was still like it was definitely like a walking, talking. Yeah, I just wanted attention. And so I called my mom about it, and like, I just can't get him to go to sleep. Like, and I was like, he's just crying in there. And like, she was just like, yeah, just let him cry and he'll go to sleep. And I was like, whoa, world change.
Do you remember when you were babysitting once and you were in a neighborhood and you got lost? And you called me and you were like, "Evan, I don't know where to go.
Gardens
I'm
area.
so lost. I don't know which street to go down."
Every street looked the same. Oh, that dog's going crazy already.
She's an animal. We're like 30 minutes in. She can last another 30.
But yeah, that was definitely and that's why Chloe, honestly, that dog is good training.
God, there was another.
I need to like
go check on her.
How can we stop her? She's just jumping on our basement door right now.
Oh, she's fine. There was another story about.
I'm more concerned about Brian.
Do you remember that kid at camp that kept crying? I told you about. His name was Maddox. I'll never forget this. Okay. What?
You're not supposed to use kids' names.
Oh, dude, nobody will. It's fine. He was okay. So he starts off rough in this story. He cried like a bitch every single day. Like, we would be at meals and he would be crying into his food and still eating. He would be like bawling at activities. We would be walking down trails in between classes and he would just be. It was because he missed his family. Aww. Now, his family sent him to summer camp to try to deal with this separation issue.
Oh.
He couldn't deal with being away from them. So they were like, let's send him to this place where he can't come back.
He has to be.
Yeah. And it was like, it's a little fucked up to the counselors because then we are dealing with this kid's issues as like 16-year-olds. We don't know. So he cried. We took the just let him cry method. And it lasted.
Well, that's a little different.
If
there's a justifiable cry,
every counselor
I also
had
feel
talked
different.
to him. We had all sat him down aside and pulled him aside and like tried to really level with him.
It sounds like eventually he opened up.
Well,
whoops.
So I realized this kid's got some family fucking issues, right?
Right.
I use that to my advantage. So I told him, I was like...
You killed his family.
Yeah, I was like, you got no family to go home to, kid. No.
We are now your family.
We're your family.
You've been adopted by
That's a family
counselor.
I have that button somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's too late. But, so I pulled him aside one day and I was like, hey, dude, look, your parents, like the ones you love, spent a lot of money for you to be here. And your brother... like, probably made some kind of sacrifices for you to be here. Your dad probably paid a lot.
That's a good way to get to him.
If I promise to pay them each $1 back to a kid, that's astronomical. If I promise to pay them $1 each for if you stop crying and never cry again at camp, then I will, pay them each $1. It totally worked. He was like, really? I can help them, get their money back. I didn't have a good time so far, but I want to have a good time because that's what they paid for. And he was such a real thinker. Like, he thought about it financially and for his family's situation, because he cared about them so much.
How old was he?
I mean, 8, 7, 8, super young. Now, the story gets much better when we're in the skate park. And the kid goes down the double roll-in, not Maddox, but another kid.
Okay.
And the kid that went down the double roll-in falls, slips the skateboard out, and the board flies up off of another ramp.
Oh, God.
Hits Maddox right underneath the eye. Oh. Like, right in the face. Skateboards are heavy. They hurt when you hit, a shin. Yeah. They hurt when you hit your foot. Like,
you don't want to get hit in
the face. After it flew out into the air. Hits him right in the face. It's an old skateboard,
He doesn't cry, though?
It's Chip.
Sorry, today.
A little bit, yeah. So he covers...
You linger too long.
I know. He covers up his face, right? And I run up to him. And he starts whimpering a little bit. And he pulls down his hands and sees blood everywhere. And he covers it back up and looks at me and goes, "I'm not going to cry." And I was like, "It's okay if you want to now, dude. Go ahead. Feel free." Yeah, this is the one time that nobody would blame you. And he was like, "I'm not going to do it. I want them to have those dollars." It was so funny, but it totally worked. It was wild. And I'll never forget that kid because his logic and thinking was so illogical, but yet I knew how to manipulate it, I guess, I figured that kid out.
That's what a lot of parents don't do.
Yeah, clearly he was very attached to them. They had a very good relationship.
It sounds like the parents did the right thing too in sending him away to deal with this.
Yeah, and he was still young, he was still at a younger age, so
yeah.
It's the time that you have to start getting in front of those things.
I'm sure Cooper is kind of like that.
Possibly. I think every kid has something, dude. We're just very aware of it. We don't just call them crazy now. We don't just say they're weird or wacko. We just say have words to describe the different things that everybody deals with mentally.
If you take care of kids correctly, then you know what goes down? Crime rates.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what goes down? Drug use. Pregnancies at an early age.
Probably education, rises.
Yeah, education rises. It just
community.
Kids. That's definitely what I try to think how I can actually change the world is through kids.
Yeah, you actually want to make a little kiddo.
Yeah, I want to make one.
I know. I have jokes about it.
That's kind of why I don't want a lot of kids. For one, because of overpopulation. No, because I want to do a good job.
Stay a little focused.
Yeah, I want to stay focused. If I have multiple, probably close to each other in age.
Yeah. Boy, girl, do you care?
I don't necessarily care. I kind of think boys sometimes just because I already
I'm going to stop you there. They can decide when they're...
Oh, whatever.
When they're...
Yes, of course.
When they're a baby.
Of course. When they're a baby. I'll let them, point to whatever color.
We're just going to buy all the toys. That's what we're saying.
Honestly, just nothing that is swallowable.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Dude, how cool is it that Nintendo makes their little... game chips
with the hole so that you can breathe? Oh, what?
What were you talking about? No, the little Switch chips that you put in for the different games. They have a bad taste. Yeah. Spray on them or something chemical that when you put them in your mouth, they taste terrible. So you instantly take them out. It's for children. Kids. That's genius.
What was I thinking about? There's something that kids. Oh, it's pen caps. That's what it is. The holes in the tops of pen caps
are so if somebody swallows it.
So yeah, if like a kid or someone, I'm hoping shit. If you're not a kid, you know not to swallow pen caps.
I got something weird I wanted to teach you about.
Oh,
I don't know if you've heard. Do you know what this hand symbol is? And I know
I can't see it at all because you're doing it right in front of the mic.
And it's an audio podcast, anyways, so it's pretty useless. But do you know what this hand symbol means when somebody does that in public? So they put their thumb into like their knuckles on the inside of their palm, and then close the fingers one by one. The wrong
way to punch, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like how you're not supposed to put your thumb in there.
Yeah, because you'll dislocate it.
Yeah, and then you make a fist. You ball a fist with your thumb in there.
Okay.
That means I'm being human trafficked.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So like if you ever, I honestly, since I've learned that, I've been paying attention to it like crazy. You're supposed to do it at like bus stations and like in malls but like it's a universal symbol for I'm being trafficked.
Please help me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a big thing in like major cities, metropolitans.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously where those things are going on. And
I'm sure it happens here.
Yeah, yeah. So just heads up, everybody. Like I want to spread the word on that. That's the thing. You put a woman or a guy, whoever's being trafficked would put their thumb in across their knuckles on the inside. Is that how would you describe that?
Yeah, like you do a 4.
Yeah, number 4, like you do.
I guess an American 4.
Yeah, and then you put down your fingers one by one from the pinky.
Oh, so it has to be like that fanning motion?
Well, I mean, you don't... Yeah, but that's the whole thing.
The motion.
Yeah. And then, like, very few people are just making that symbol. It's like the way you don't want to punch.
I think maybe that is a good distinction just because, like...
People put their fists up all the time.
Yeah, they're like, woohoo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's a really smart move. And it's awesome that somebody put that out there to the point where somebody else could then spread the word and... Like, yeah, like things like this. Us saying this on a podcast will spread it to somebody else. That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to do something a little fucked up.
I think you mentioned this earlier to me.
Yeah, I think you might find it fucked up, and then you might want to do it. How do you feel about a death pool for Chloe? Our dog. That was the exact reaction I was expecting. You would be like, all right, that's kind of like.
I mean,
like, what if we just picked a month in a year, and then like we see who gets the closest? Is that fucked up? Is that terrible to have a countdown for your dog?
That it's gonna be like in years.
That's what I'm saying. So we picked a month. We pick a month in a year. And we're recording now.
I'm also reading Harry Potter in like the divination class and stuff, and
I don't know what that means.
It's like the fortune telling class, basically.
Oh.
And like,
what do you?
They're like, makes a whole bunch of predictions. She's like, on October 15th, the thing you're dreading will happen.
Okay, so you think it's going to be October, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
If she was right.
I haven't decided.
Okay, so you're on board with this game, though?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have to pick our dates tonight.
Oh, okay, really? I'll think about it then.
But I think we should.
I'm going to do some research. Oh, yeah. You want to?
No. I think we should do this as a game.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think we should write it somewhere. I think just having it in the podcast could be funny. But, yeah. Chloe
Research best months to die.
You're ridiculous. I love you. I think we should do a road trip this summer, babe.
A road trip?
Mm-hmm. I want to do a road trip this summer. We could either go California.
I want to go where we haven't been, further north.
Pacific Northwest. I think we should do it. Because we have done road trips from Florida all the way to California, going along the border, kind of like south. We did Louisiana, we did Texas, we did like New Mexico. We went up that way, up through the Southwest, and then we came back down. And then we did all up the Northeast, right? Because we did a road trip from Florida to Boston, we went up through the Carolinas.
I'd
we
do that one
stayed in
again.
Maryland, and we
Not
stayed in Massachusetts, and DC was really cool. Dude, the day in DC was wild because we did so much.
It rained.
It rained.
It was a beautiful city.
We had a great time. We walked through the like neighborhoods. Do you remember? Just like looking at the houses and there was shops everywhere.
Yeah.
It was just awesome. It was people were moving around. It felt like we had just dropped in on this whole world.
Pearl Street.
Sure.
Pearl Street. I'm thinking of downtown Denver.
That's Boulder. Yeah. Okay. But
I'm sorry.
DC was awesome.
DC was awesome.
DC was awesome. We went to Massachusetts and we did the whole New Jersey, right? We camped in the woods up in New Jersey and saw a bunch of bears, and so yeah.
Oh, that was a pretty place.
These road trips were awesome. Like they put memories in our brains too that we'll definitely never forget. Like some of my favorite memories are on those when we went to that random like garage flea market on the side of the interstate, and we bought Beatle records,
and there were like daisies around.
Yeah, we just smoked a bunch of doobies.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, no,
we had a lot of beautiful moments.
I think the Pacific Northwest also has a bunch of legal states, so we could just go up there and smoke.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to worry for that stuff.
Exactly,
that's comforting. And we just haven't been there yet. And I personally have a lot of stuff that I would like to go visit in Washington.
Yeah, Washington State.
I'd like to go to Snoqualmie.
Dude, I think that, okay, so my two options were going to be California again or the Northwest. And I think we should do the Northwest.
I'd be down to also, hit Northern California.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how much time we have and stuff. But, I would totally see the Redwoods again. I know Christian has an interest in that as well. I'm sure that he would definitely want to come.
Humboldt County, baby.
Yeah. So I definitely think that I would love to go on a road trip. I was also thinking we need to make some plans for a road trip in Europe.
Yeah. We have to see our entire country first.
Baby, I'm saying if we're going to move there eventually.
For sure. Yeah. That's the goal when we're old.
When we're old.
30s is old.
Yeah, well, we also want to figure out where we're going first.
Yes, I do agree. We'll do that someday. I am looking forward to it. Absolutely. But
all right, looks like
Evan
do the
Northwest.
Wants me to watch some videos.
I got a video. Let's watch this one. I think this one. I think you might find it funny. I'm gonna try to play them on both so we can catch
simultaneously. Can you not make it loud enough so the mics will pick it up?
Maybe. But this is clear,
I guess so, yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready. It's only 16 seconds. Oh my goodness.
What do you see? What's going on?
People are beating up each other. It's like the craziest food fight ever.
Isn't that insane?
So, yeah. And then there's a guy that's taking the video just
eating noodles. And it's just the wildest food fight you've ever seen.
Extreme Korean restaurant fight.
How did this happen? Where's the context?
Where did you watch
Why
this?
Is there only 15 seconds of it?
It's going. Oh my.
It's just glasses breaking, people
throwing
food.
Hot food. This poor old lady's trying to get the hell out of there.
People are beating the shit out of everybody.
There's a chair being swung. Oh my.
And the main guy's just fucking eating his noodles, sitting there at the table.
What do you think happened?
I know, right?
Do you think it was gang related?
No. I think that it was probably one person spilled something on another, and then this guy was like, "Oh, well, fuck you, I'll spill my drink."
Like a fucking saloon?
And yeah, it was like a Western movie, dude, in Korea.
Which Korean do you think it was?
Oh, that was definitely South Korea.
Yeah.
They looked free enough to throw food at each other. Yeah, they looked too fun. Even a wild rampage of throwing hot food at each other is way more fun than North Korea would ever allow. I got one other one that I wanted to show you. You listening for upstairs?
Yeah, I thought I heard the door open.
Oh yeah, maybe the Queen's home.
I just feel like I can't hear out of my left ear.
Yeah.
Another one?
Okay. I got one more.
Another?
Yeah. Let me know what you think of this one. Oh, let me find it on this phone too.
Should I say what it is? Oh my gosh. I'll say it after.
Yeah, I gotta let this ad go. There's probably gonna be an ad on this one too. Yep. Ay, caramba.
Caramba!
I know. Ads.
This guy's handsome.
I should have all this done, honestly. I should have all this prepped. Next time.
All right. State Farm.
A little bit, and that's what's been impressive. And you've got more guys in the minor leagues. I mean, you've got some guys that everybody's high on down there.
He hits the ball.
Yeah, no question. And I think our guys have a tough time cracking our team. That's one of the things I said in spring training. Is this a tough team to crack?
Out. The guy who hit the ball is freaking out. Everybody's covering their mouths.
What happened?
As we look at your team right now, and that one went sizzling.
Yeah, somebody really
and
got hit, I guess.
Everybody's okay.
Everybody's shaking.
Yeah, it hit a young child, and so Almore.
And the guy's really just crumbled. The baseballer goes to his knees. He can't believe what just happened. He just hit the ball and it went into
so hard.
We were talking about softball and kickball and all that shit earlier.
Jeez.
Dude, look how everybody just gets down. They're like, oh God.
And it's frightening.
Oh God.
That's the bottom line.
He looks so sad. Why are you making me watch such a sad thing?
Isn't that not wild though? Isn't it show like the heart of a person when they make an honest mistake and they just crumble down? Like it shows that like he
knows he
really
can really
up.
Hit that fucking ball.
Man, it's just, if you
they didn't even show the kid, so
no, they don't show it at all.
I imagine that kid got hit.
So did Baez.
Oh yeah, his hands like go directly to his helmet. Like fuck.
This is not a comfortable scene for anyone. Let's hope that a young person's okay.
Yeah. Reno's duck too. He knew which way it was heading.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
Why'd you give me such a heavy thing?
Okay, you want something else?
Yeah, Jesus.
You want something more fun?
Yeah, don't want to watch that again.
All right,
so sad.
I think this guy yells at this woman in the funniest way I've ever heard. I've never heard somebody like roast somebody in public this well. He comes up with so many different names for this woman. It's so funny. I've been watching a few too many videos. I'm going to have to fast forward too.
Here we go.
Here we go.
The neighbor said that you're upset about...
What neighbor? All that's hearsay.
Okay, all right. Well,
I haven't heard
we're just all trying
any
to have
neighbor.
a good time for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And then it'll be over.
Yeah.
1 hour, we're trying to jazz, have some semblance of normal.
Oh, he got an alert on the phone. Okay.
From this street ain't your home.
Yeah, it is.
Where you from?
I'm from here.
You're not from this street. I live in my great-grandmother's house. You a fucking lie. Where you really from? Now you running.
So he's
You wanna
yelling
talk
at
to
this
me?
woman
Talk to
for
me. Where
taking
you
up
from?
the
I'm trying to hang out
taking up the
Where
road.
you from?
if you come hang out with me.
Where you from? Tell me that. You don't want to.
Yeah, you've definitely like just dropped me into something weird.
Okay, so backstory. He lives in the neighborhood, and this woman just parked in the middle of it, and she's trying to like hang out with him. She wants to just be in the neighborhood and be with all these people, and she's like, and they're like, no, get the fuck away from us. And she's like, I want to be around, and I think you guys are so cool. And they're all just like, get the fuck away. We'll see.
Me, you don't want to answer to my.
I live here.
Where were you raised? You weren't raised here. I was raised there. I know you weren't raised here. Be real with me if you really want to hang with me. Where are you from?
Arkansas.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now we can begin a basis of communication. I don't know where it'll go, but I'll calm down now.
I would like you to calm
But you didn't come like you wanted to be. See?
I came, I walked.
You came on a false premise. You're from here. I had to break you down from that. But you're really from Arkansas.
I walked all the way over here.
Why weren't we notified you were going to shut our street down? I pay more property tax than anybody here.
In the middle of the road.
I can't get through here. It's a one-way, sweetie. Yeah, yeah. I know your fucking sentiment, bitch. So now we can get straight to it, ho. Let's get straight to it, ho. Let's get straight to it, ho. I don't have no parties where I block the street, ho. What you talking about? Get the fuck out my face. Document that. Substantiate a party where I block the street, ho.
Substantiate. That's a good word.
That, ho.
Substantiate
That's why I know
that,
you on
ho.
the other side.
Do not call me a hoe.
You're a fucking filthy hoe. We can help by fucking not creating a gentrification. This bitch come over there and told me we come to hang with you. I said, well, where you from? I'm from here. No, you're not. I lived there fucking my whole life.
No, you're
she
not.
From Arkansas. You came over here to patronize me, bitch. And
I
carry a gun everywhere I go. I haven't said nothing to you about a gun, and I've been recording the whole time since I've seen you, bitch. So don't try nothing slick. And the call that I ignored, bitch, just now was the commander of this district that I've been calling. I don't need to be nice, ho. We at wall. We at wall, bitch.
We at whoa, bitch.
You done showed me that how you came, ho. I ain't fucking stupid. I ain't fucking stupid. I ain't fucking stupid, ho. Man, look. Look. This is my fucking neighborhood.
Dude, he's getting them the fuck out of here.
Born and raised, grandfather.
Look at them. They look like they're about to take Instagram photos.
Yeah,
with, like,
they're very
glitter
like
all over
white
their
girls.
faces.
We want to know why the fuck they
you
blocked
can't.
the street.
But like, why do you
us.
think you can just park there?
That's
Like
what
that's.
the
I think
fuck
they're
we
doing
want
like their own little
We're
photo
just
shoot.
What? You want me to come block your fucking street in front of your motherfucking house?
Honestly, if you did, I would just park around the
Move your
I
car,
am. I
yeah.
called the police already, bitch. I'm waiting on them.
I don't want my kids to get run over.
Yeah, bitch. Get a fucking permit. You
don't
got
let
no
your
fucking
kids play
white
in the
privilege
street.
here, Arkansas,
That's how they
bitch.
don't get run over.
Yeah, and he's
Move
being
your shit,
correct.
ho,
He's like, get a
and you gonna
permit
get
if you're going to
cited.
block the road.
Yeah, you just can't
You
block
ain't
the
fucking,
road.
My elderly neighbors are calling me talking about they can't get through. So fuck y'all.
She
Look at
shows
this
her
hoe.
ass.
Yeah, we
You
know
just
what
proved.
was
Yeah,
from
she
the
just
jump,
proved
bitch.
she's a hoe. Like,
We know
what a
what you
bitch.
was from the jump, you $5 hoe.
she is a hoe.
Look, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Your privilege is extinct here, ho.
Hell
Your
yeah.
privilege is extinct here, ho. Get the fuck, bitch. Get the fuck, ho. We ain't asking you shit, bitch. On what authority did we gotta ask you to move on our fucking street, you old trifling fucking hoe? Trifling fucking hoe.
It's one of the most insane videos I've ever seen because he just fucking puts them all in their places.
Yeah.
Like, he just tells them, like, we don't want you here. Why the fuck are you ruining our homes?
And
I have
then-
elderly
and then-
neighbors that can't get through to their houses.
Because of what you're doing.
And he's just throwing hoe in there every dude, I
Hoe?
want the sound clip of substantiate that hoe. It's so perfect. Yeah, no, I thought that video was a little wild too.
It was a little less painful than the kid getting hit by a baseball at 100 miles an hour.
I know.
That was rough.
It's really the baseball player crying that's the main focus. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
he
a
was
real
heartbroken.
sweetie. Yeah. Are you
Darn dog.
are you done, or you want one more? I got one more for you if you want.
Okay, I can do one more.
Yeah? All right, let me get this queued up. Let's see if I can do this correctly one last time.
Uno más. Oh, God.
Yep. You know where this is
Let me tell
going.
you, there's a Karen involved.
Yeah, it says face mask cover your cloth. Read CDC. It says a cloth covering over your nose and your mouth. This is
She's
my
wearing
That is-
covering over
nothing.
My nose and my mouth.
She's got like a
trying to be
thong
a
of a
smart
mask.
There is no adequacy in a face mask. There is absolutely none. I don't see it anywhere in the CDC guidelines.
Somebody's putting a filter on her mouth to make it bulge.
A face mask is required.
She needs a filter on her mouth.
Oh my gosh.
That's what the whole thing's about. But yeah, she's just freaking out. Like, have you read the guidelines? It says it needs to be over your face and over your mouth. And it clearly was just
it's like a thong. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like underwear put on her face.
Yeah,
just barely cut.
It's like she cut out the mask part.
She worked so hard to find something.
To prove a point.
Yeah, exactly. That she could have just put on a fucking mask. All right, you ready to call this one because of the puppy?
I just want to beat the dog. She's just like
she loves us, dude. She's just excited.
Yeah, I'm just excited to be with my kitty cat.
I know. She is cool too. All right, I don't know what this is going to sound like, but I'm just going to go for it.
Okay.
This is hot.
Jazzy.
All right, well, hey, I love you, Laura. Thank you for doing a pod with me.
I love you too.
Permanently unengaged, episode something. Couple of videos talking about going to the park.
Couple of kooks.
Writing jokes. I love you.
All right.
All right. Hopefully I can write something funny soon and perform again soon. I'm glad you're getting back to work.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, I love you.
Love you.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Your phone call.
Thank you for listening.